Hello everyone, welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you're having a great day. If you've been watching Larry's Anything Goes programming, you know that we are not only providing great financial intelligence content as much as possible by interviewing other financial professionals, professionals in the travel industry, real estate industry, etc. and so forth, but we provide various services when it comes to specific products that we sell, from anything that you would actually find on Amazon or actually at Walmart, etc. and so forth. And we are actually providing specific products due to today's current crisis and whatnot to ensure that we provide the right services and products that you need at a reasonable price when it comes to medical face masks, when it comes to hand sanitizer, and when it comes to latex gloves and things of that nature, and etc. and so forth, toilet paper, paper towels. But we have what you need. Also, family, don't forget that Larry's Anything Goes is a part of an affiliate marketing network known as Gold Standard Partners, where you have the opportunity to buy cryptocurrency and allow others to invest with you as becoming an affiliate marketing partner. And obviously, if they purchase a package with the program, you're able to make money off their package purchases and make money off of their crypto purchases and things of that nature. If you want to join, please follow the links in the description, and I'll give you a call as soon as you sign up and purchase a package, and we'll go from there. But definitely, it's all about the best way to make money moves is to have currency with one another and to ensure that currency is always being spoken of on all levels, so it benefits everyone and not just one specific person. That's a lot of things that people forget about. So think about joining the program and we'll be able to go from there. But if not, either way, it's always appreciated. And thank you for watching. And hopefully you guys have a great day and continuously make money moves so you don't live broke like a fool. Take care. As you can see, with our various products, we have our financial apparel. As you see, wearing There's Anything Goes t-shirt, financial intelligence is sexy, face masks, latex gloves, things of that nature, to obviously ensure the safety of you and your family all at the same time. We want to ensure that you get the best products and see the actual products that we're actually providing for you, and giving you another view of not only the shirts and the medical masks, but actually another view of actual latex gloves and the actual hand sanitizer. Because one thing we've learned throughout this unfortunate crisis is that we have to take more precautionary measures to ensure not only the safety for ourselves, but for our families. And having a great pair of hand sanitizers, latex gloves, and medical face masks will ensure that safety. And with all that being said, hopefully you guys will check out our online store. We have the various products that you see here. With a couple of clicks, especially if you're paying via PayPal, it makes life that much easier for you to purchase our various products, especially during this unfortunate situation. You see the apparel from Larry's Anything Goes. We have the medical products when it comes to hand sanitizer, latex gloves, medical face masks, things of that nature, and various other products. So please check out Larry's Anything Goes. Support small local businesses. We greatly appreciate it, and hopefully that you have a good day. How goes the family? How goes it? Welcome back to LarrysAnythingGoes. Out to see if I have a mic issue, so bear with me. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. I was recording a video yesterday, and on my other platform that I use, my microphone was not working, but every other platform, my microphone is working. So my podcasters, they know what it is. So, all right, got to keep it nice and healthy with my water. But anyways, okay, so let's get into it. There's a lot of news circling all over the place. Usually it's negative. Usually it's always a crisis, and another crisis all at the same time. And if you're to my people that are, 25 and up, you know what I'm talking about, or even some of my younger people, they know what I'm talking about. When it boils down to the culture of scary media. Today's forecast, we're all going to die. Now, this tonight's broadcast is not. This is I do that once a month. Just so I can. It's basically my version of me mocking the video, mocking the media. The U.S. media, because it's always, and I'm sure in other media outlets around the world they do the same thing, but it's always crisis media, because they know that they've done case studies and they know that people are going to respond to the horrors of such and such, of here and there, blah 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 blah. They know, they know. So it's just like it's not anything new. So it is what it is. But with that being said, um, we've all heard about Elon Musk and the whole Twitter thing, and I could care less that now people can say whatever they want to on Twitter. I've had a Twitter account since 2018, and I'm still not on there that much. When it comes to social media, I can be honest, I'm really on YouTube most of the time, because I like listening to intelligent conversations. And every now and then I'll listen to comedians and whatnot. I'll get my infotainment, because the best thing about comedy and the kind of comedians I listen to, I like to laugh, but I like to hear some intelligence brought on at the same time. Rest in peace, Fisher Pryor. Paul Moon, rest in peace, Paul Mooney. I listen to a Godfrey, listen to a Corey Holcomb, the various, George Lopez, Carlos Mencia, various different comedians that will, hey, even the Andrew Dice Clays and the freaking George Carlins and whatnot. They kept it real, one, and then two, they made you laugh at the same time. That's a dying breed, because most of these Netflix comedians and Comedy Central comedians and what is it? Instagram comedians are just, they suck. They might be a little bit funny, but they don't bring any intellect to the conversation. And usually when conversation doesn't involve any intellect, and this is me being constantly being dumbed down, I gotta go. It is what it is. Call me snooty, call me what you want to call me, but it is what it is. All right. So today we're talking about the Qatari family. Because they actually happen to be, I don't think Americans realize, even myself, because I've not traveled outside the US since I was a baby, and I actually can't wait to start traveling to other foreign countries. Most Americans realize how global the economy is. You have people who are richer than our billionaires, aka Elon Musk, aka Jeff Bezos. The list goes on and on when it comes to billionaires. Robert F. Smith, Bob Johnson's, Mark Cuban, et cetera, and so forth. It's like there's a lot of people who are richer than our billionaires around the world, and a lot of times Americans just don't want to acknowledge it, or they just don't want to look into the information. So I've never really talked about. I remember doing a live about, excuse me, one billionaire, the richest black man in the world, who comes from Nigeria. I remember that, but I think this is my second time really talking about people who are richer than our U.S. Billionaires around the world or whatnot. So I just think this is very interesting. So the article says the House of Thani and Qatar's ruling royal family, headed by Tammy bin Hamad Al Thani, is one of the wealthiest surviving dynasties in the world. Headed by the Emir, aka ruler of Qatar, the royal family defines the difference between rich and ultra wealthy. The Emir of Qatar and his family have exhibited the true power of power and money. Combine the two yield a world that's challenging to imagine in the first place and difficult to fathom on witnessing. A royal family is expected to lead an extravagant life, but the Qatari royals, unlike other royal families, put the extra in extravagant. From their mega mansions and posh locals, stunning super yachts and zooming supercars, the House of Tani has set an unachievable benchmark of the extraordinary life. And it's like I said, it's just something that from Qatar to Saudi Arabia, there's a lot of rich families, generational wealth and whatnot. And usually they're just not talked about enough. And um, when you look at their palaces, it's immaculate. It's something that you would see back in the obviously in the 1700s 1800s when you go to other palaces throughout Europe, i.e. France, i.e. England, now known as the United Kingdom, the UK. um, and this is it's interesting to say the least. It is interesting, and they have mansions all over the place. They don't just have mansions in their home country. They have mansions in London. They have mansions in other parts of Europe, other Western nations. Canada. People don't realize how much the global economy really exists, and a lot of times people don't want to admit this. And it's like I said, people like this, they look at the wealth of Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos put together, and they're like, that's pennies. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, so the article says, where do the royals reside? In palaces, of course. Qatar's royal palace is the fitting home of the House of Tani, which holds a whopping $335 billion net worth. $335 billion net worth. But our article says, for obvious reasons, there are no images of information on what the glorious White Palace dotted with blue cars looks like, but it's evidently opulent. The tall arches, manicured lawns, and sprawling space are indicative of luxuries that lie beneath. And that's smart for them to not, broadcast all that out there, because I was just brought to my attention that 10 to 15 years ago, you had teenagers breaking into celebrity houses, and they were just taking products from the houses and whatnot in Beverly Hills, Los Angeles, California. And that was back when there wasn't as much security, especially when you had a lot of celebrities, they believe in their homes unlocked. Now there's more heightened security from a city standpoint and private security standpoint. There's way more heightened security that's happening. So I get it, I understand it, and hey, I respect it. And privacy. That's why it's like, even a lot of times, even myself, when it comes to, I get the, like, I mean, even in the podcasting world, I get the people that never show their faces on camera. I get it, especially for a lot of people that talk about a lot of topics that are, that get real deep and get real serious, and could possibly get one banned from not only social media, but could actually get one banned from a country. So it's just something to definitely take into consideration all at the same time, you know. So that's one thing I can say with all sincerity. Um, but anyways, so yeah, it's, when I look at that, it's just like, hey, it's something to look into, think about, and these people are the epitome of generational wealth. They have, and obviously they have a nice house in Doha, and they actually live in a heart bustling area of London. And the Emir's third wife, because a lot of these people, they actually have a multitude of wives and whatnot. And hey, I'm not mad at it. I know it's a cultural thing. I know it's a religious thing, and it is what it is. From my understanding, I remember talking to a young lady I used to work with. This was a long time ago. She actually explained the multiple wife thing in the Muslim culture. She stated that you can have as many wives as you want as long as you keep them happy. And there's obviously an understanding and whatnot. And I'm like, hey, my mindset is as long as you're not hurting anybody and killing anybody, then do what you do. Because in this life, you got to be able to live the lifestyle that you are comfortable waking up to. So as long as it's not raping anybody, molesting anybody, killing anybody, you got my blessing on that one. But anyways, when it boils down to it, third wife bought a Cornwall terrace for $80 million. She then paid an additional $40 million for a 2-3 Cornwall terrace, making it one of the most expensive parcels of real estate. It is no secret that the House of Tani owns more of London than the Crown Estate. That's interesting. So the House of Tani owns more real estate in London than the Crown Estate in the UK. Their mansions is true testimony to that stature. The $250 million mansion boasts a 33,000 square foot primary home with a spa, heated swimming pool, beauty salon, butler and nanny quarters, a children's floor, games rooms, powder rooms, massage areas to lifts, two lifts, and gymnasium. So hey, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not mad at it, and I don't like I said, a lot of times people don't even realize or want to realize even how many of people who come families from all over the world that come from this kind of wealth buy and own real estate and businesses throughout the United States, Canada, or the other countries, Europe, I mean, Australia, New Zealand, et cetera, and so forth, because a lot of people have a better understanding of what a true um, a global economy means. And even though there's citizens that are educated that live in these countries and that are not quote unquote, rich as, the House of Tani, but they have a better understanding of how the world works because they've traveled and they've done their research more than a lot of Americans do, unfortunately. And this is why a lot of times people get left behind in certain things because they're not doing their homework, they're not thinking outside of the box, and they're staying in their comfort zone, which I always call the comfort zone a death sentence. So it is what it is. The article says the rulers of Qatar have an eye for all things beautiful, including numerous precious pieces of artwork. Royal art enthusiasts have collected some invaluable pieces over the past 2 decades. Members of the Al Thani family ushered Qatar's interest and involvement in the field of art so much that William Laurie, head of international modern contemporary Arab and Iranian art at Christie's, quipped, Qatar's royal family are very much like modern day equivalents of Medicis in the 16th century Florence. So very interesting to say. And the main reason why I am talking about this family as a whole, it's not that I'm trying to have them floss or say they're better than Jeff Bezos or smarter or Elon Musk are smarter and better than them. What I'm really just getting at is I think it behooves everybody to not only read more but do more research in regards to the global economy and the global world as a whole. And now that thank God that the world is open again, do your darndest to travel and see the world and try to do it more on your own dime. Not just it's nice if you can do it on your company's dime or if you're, my people that are in the military or work for a government agency, that's cool. But my mindset is when I want to travel someplace, I want to travel because I want to be a tourist. I want to see the area. I want to get to know the language a little bit and get to know the culture. So, and even get to know the economics of it all, all that good stuff. That's my mindset when I go someplace, and especially if I go to a country, which that is my next thing on the bucket list. I was on my bucket list before the shutdown happened back in 2020, but I just think it just behooves everyone to, even if you hate traveling, learning about other parts of the world will make you a better person and a better citizen all at the same time. All right, so that's just one thing to say. Take into consideration. When it boils down to Elon Musk, I figure I guess I'll just talk about this for a little bit in regards to what's happening with Twitter. I know that people say that he's a little bit in over his head economically. I know a lot of people are happy that he's taking over so they can have their quote unquote freedom of speech, which I don't care. I'm a grown man. I got more important things to. And my freedom of speech conversations to me, because I know we're in a quote unquote digital world, but they mean more to me offline than they do online. But that's just me. Because then if I'm having it on, if I'm willing to have that kind of conversation with somebody offline, then I will say with all sincerity that means that we're going to do something productive. We're not just going to act like a bunch of teenagers and talk on the internet and think that we're doing something special. That's just you know that's just I'm almost 40 years old. I don't got time to be doing stuff like that anymore. My teens and my 20s made sense, but I'm about to be in my 40s. I got better things to do in my life than to argue with other people online about subject matters that have nothing to do with making money. I say that 1,000 times, and I'll say that again to the day I die. But anyways, I digress. So Elon Musk, I know he met with Tim Cook today. Um, but I remember they were talking about Apple said it was going to remove the Twitter app, and I know that Apple said never considered removing the Twitter app. That's what they've said, and I know Elon. People talking about Elon Musk is going to go to war with Tim Cook, and I was just like, yeah, I didn't see that was going to war. That was going to be one, but whatever. Because my mindset is when billionaires are not having billionaire conversations, then I just tend to ignore it. So that's the only reason why I'm bringing this up, because these guys are actually having an economic conversation, not a political conversation, because to me the political conversations at this point are just a waste of time, and I really cannot stress that enough and can't put it any other way. But it is what it is, and I'm glad to see that they came to some sort of agreement so that they can get back to work and get back to business. That's what people, grown-ups, are supposed to do. Men and women, but definitely men, are supposed to be talking business and getting back to work. Men are not supposed to be gossiping about what celebrities are talking about and what politicians are talking about unless there's some money involved. Just like now, Kanye West isn't in the news like he used to be, but even now he is. I still don't care about him. I went in on Kanye because I know Kanye West is about Kanye West. He's all talk and no bite. He's all bark and no bite. You know, um, so it is what it is. At the end of the day, I can't put it any other way. It's just like I've been through with Kanye West since the days when I saw him on Punk. So that's why I don't lose too much sleep over Kanye West. But I leave it at that. So, anyways, family, hopefully you guys have a great night. I might go live tomorrow, have more material to talk about, but I just wanted to, bring this up, that you see how the Qatari family is making money moves regardless who's sitting in the White House, governor's house, mayor's house, and whatnot. They're still making money moves regardless who's sitting in the prime minister's house in European countries and whatnot, because they had that crazy thing called family generational wealth. Work on your wealth, work on your health, do for self. I'll leave it at that. So on that note, family, hopefully you guys have a great night. It's been a interesting week thus far, but it's the last day of November. So tomorrow, December is officially here, and we only have 31 days left in 2022. Where did the time go? That's all I can say. It's like, where did the freaking time go? But on that note, do the great three things. Like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully you guys have a great day. If you're a stock market investor, crypto investor, individual retirement account investor, don't forget to check out WEBULL, Stash, Acorns, Crypto.com, Coinbase. With all those platforms, you'll be able to make some money moves. Specifically with WEBULL, you'll be able to get up to 14 free stocks. So, go ahead, put a penny in, sign up with WEBULL, put a penny in your account, and get that free stocks and whatnot. So, but anyways, hey, as I always say, make money moves, or you're going to live broke like a fool. And on that note, keep doing what you're doing. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you for the Cash Apps. Thank you for the PayPals. Thank you for the Venmos. It's always greatly appreciated. Like I said, might go live again tomorrow. If not, definitely we'll go live again on Saturday and whatnot. So we will see what happens. So, as I always say, make money moves, or you're going to live broke like a fool. Take care, family. Mike, now.